Imagine descending deeper than any human has ever gone, far beyond the realm of sunlight, into a world cloaked in pitch-black darkness, where crushing pressure weighs down with an unimaginable force. This is the Hadal Zone, the ocean's deepest abyss, starting around 6,000 meters below sea level and plunging down to nearly 11,000 meters in trenches like the Mariana. To put it in perspective, it's like dropping Mount Everest into the ocean and still having it submerged by over a mile of water. There's no sunlight here, only an endless, eerie blackness broken occasionally by faint flashes of bioluminescent light emitted by mysterious deep-sea creatures. The Hadal Zone is made up of isolated trenches, formed by tectonic plates sliding beneath one another, creating some of the most extreme and alien environments on Earth. In these deep, narrow valleys, pressure can exceed 1,000 times that at sea level, temperatures hover just above freezing, and food is maddeningly scarce. Yet, life not only ekes out an existence here, it thrives in ways that boggle the mind and stretch the limits of biology. What could possibly live in such a hostile place? Surprisingly, scientists have discovered thriving ecosystems at these crushing depths, sustained by processes entirely alien to our surface experience. Instead of sunlight driving photosynthesis, these creatures rely on chemical energy, deriving nutrients from volcanic vents or decaying organic matter that slowly sinks from shallower waters. These trenches act like massive funnels, concentrating rare particles and nutrients into small areas, which then become hotspots of bizarre life. This is a world ruled by creatures endowed with incredible adaptations. Bodies that withstand immense pressure without being crushed, limbs and skin designed to maximize limited food intake, and eerie bioluminescence used for communication and predation. Imagine translucent, ghostly fish drifting like specters in the dark, or bizarre worms that survive by farming bacteria on their own bodies. These lords of the ocean floor command a realm so alien it could be the setting of a science fiction thriller. The steep walls of these trenches descend through varying depths and pressures, creating a vertical gradient of mysterious habitats. As you move deeper, temperature drops and darkness intensifies, but so does the strangeness of the life forms encountered. Scientists have found strange, gelatinous creatures resembling glowing, otherworldly jellyfish cousins that pulse with eerie light, lighting up the darkness like floating ghosts. Delicate, transparent creatures reveal their innards to predators, and us through fragile, see-through skin. Some are long, eel-like hunters slinking through the water, their every movement suggesting danger and ancient mystery. These spectral beings seem to dwell on the edge of scientific understanding, as if glimpsed through a veil of cosmic horror where nature's brush with the uncanny blurs the line between life and nightmare. But the ocean floor of the future is not a static museum of relics. It's a cauldron of evolution and change. The geology of these trenches is constantly shifting as tectonic plates grind and volcanic activity reshapes the landscape. This dynamic environment drives rapid evolutionary innovation, pushing life to adapt in unprecedented ways. Recent discoveries include creatures resembling giant sea spiders and other predators uniquely suited to the dark, crushing abyss. These remarkable animals challenge our definitions of what life on Earth can look like. They serve as living testaments to nature's insistent march toward complexity and survival, even in worlds where survival seems almost impossible. Could these strange beings be the vanguard of future oceanic life, evolving rapidly in response to change and challenge? As we delve deeper still, a creeping horror attaches itself to the story, a question of intelligence and ancient origin. Some scientists hint that these creatures might possess cognitive abilities shaped by their isolated, dark existence, vastly different from our own but no less profound. What if these shadowy lords of the ocean floor communicate in ways we cannot yet detect, weaving an intricate web of survival strategies and influence unseen by humanity? Imagine encountering beings that have ruled this world since time immemorial, their physiology and mental capacities alien, their motives inscrutable. This silence in the depths is not just absence. It might hide an ancient dominion, a primeval kingdom where intelligence flourishes in darkness and cold, far from human reach or understanding. The mystery of the ocean floor becomes not just a scientific frontier but a narrative of the unknown, a place where reason meets the limits of imagination and horror lurks in the shadow of discovery. Here, the usual rules of life bend and twist, revealing creatures that seem to belong to Earth's primordial past or perhaps even another world. The abyss is alive with secrets that could rewrite our understanding of biology and adaptation. These strange lords are reminders of nature's boundless creativity and the terrifying beauty of life's persistence under conditions we can barely comprehend. Each new dive into the abyss promises revelations, but also questions. Questions that deepen the mystery and invite us to wonder what else might be hiding in the blackness below. Now consider the implications for the future, how these enigmatic creatures and their strange, shifting world might respond to the massive changes our oceans face. As climate change alters temperatures and currents, and human activity reaches even the remotest depths, will these ocean floor lords adapt, dominate, or retreat into the shadows? Scientists worry about the fragile balance of these ecosystems, but also marvel at their resilience and mystery. Perhaps, in these deepest trenches, life will chart an evolutionary course unlike any other on Earth, becoming guardians of an ancient and alien ocean kingdom, or heralds of a new biological era. The ocean floor's deepest lords hold answers to questions we're only beginning to ask about the future of life on our planet. So, as we prepare to explore further, beyond known biology and into the speculative realms of the future, the Hadal Zone stands as a dark frontier, a place both inspiring and unsettling. It invites us to imagine a world where life adapts in astonishing ways to the crushing pressure, freezing cold, and eternal darkness. Here, in the ocean's deepest shadows, unknown creatures rule, their eerie bioluminescence and ghostly forms weaving a tale of resilience, mystery, and perhaps even ancient intelligence. The Hadal Zone is not just an extreme habitat. It's a kingdom of the unknown, waiting to reveal its secrets to those brave enough to venture into its abyss. What marvels and terrors will we uncover next? The journey is just beginning. Have you ever wondered how life clings on in one of the planet's most extreme environments? The abyssal depths of the Hadal Zone? It's a place where the crushing pressure is so intense it could flatten a submarine like a soda can, where temperatures hover near freezing, and where sunlight has never set foot. Yet, this grim and alien world is far from lifeless. Meet the rulers of this shadowy realm, like the enigmatic Hadal snailfish. These peculiar creatures have evolved mind-boggling adaptations that allow them to survive and even thrive in pressures reaching 1,000 times what we experience at the surface. Imagine a fish with a body so soft and gelatinous that it resists being crushed, lacking a fully enclosed skull so pressure inside matches the outside, almost as if it has no bones at all. Intriguingly, these gentle rulers drift and hunt with specialized suction jaws, feasting on the abundant amphipods, giant, shrimp-like crustaceans, that swarm at the trench bottoms. So how do these strange animals actually cope with such relentless pressure and starvation? At a cellular level, Hadal fish produce special proteins that act like molecular shock absorbers, protecting the integrity of cells and enzymes when everything around them is being squeezed to an extreme. Genomic analyses reveal that some genes related to vision, which are useless in total darkness, are lost, while others linked to enhanced hearing and sensory perception are ramped up, suggesting they've adapted to listen and feel their way through a black world. Their metabolism has evolved to slow down and conserve energy during the frequent long periods without food, with some genes apparently repurposed or deactivated to reduce unnecessary activity. All of this reflects a finely tuned symphony of evolutionary innovations, honed over millions of years, that turn adversity into survival. One of the spookiest adaptations? The way some Hadal creatures glow eerily in the dark. Bioluminescence acts both as a lure and a warning signal, flashing like tiny underwater neon signs. This ghostly light allows predators to attract prey or communicate among themselves in a world where light is a rare currency. Imagine haunting glimmers from the depths, illuminating transparent bodies that reveal internal organs. Creatures like the snailfish become living X-rays, unknowable yet fascinating. This otherworldly glow paints the seafloor with an unsettling, spectral ambience, turning the abyss into a luminous stage for survival drama. Pressure isn't the only enemy these animals face. The Hadal trenches are isolated pockets separated by vast ridges and mountain ranges of the ocean floor. This isolation has led to remarkable genetic diversity, surprising scientists with unique species found only in individual trenches. Think of these trenches as nature's evolutionary laboratories, developing life forms so specialized, you can trace lineage as clearly as your own family tree, but written in DNA coded to endure crushing darkness. It's a stark reminder of how life adapts geographically as well as biologically, intensifying the mystery of who these strange deep-sea lords really are. And food, yes, there's food, but you'd better not be picky. Life here depends entirely on marine snow, the organic debris raining down from sunlit surface waters. But unlike shallow waters, this rainbow of detritus dwindles as it falls, forcing hadal creatures to efficiently scavenge every last crumb. Thanks to the funnel shape of trenches, this organic material is concentrated in incredible surges during tectonic events like underwater earthquakes or volcanic eruptions, delivering sudden feasts to sustain these deep lords. Their feeding habits are equally fascinating. Suction-feeding predators like snailfish can seize unsuspecting amphipods with incredible precision, turning a sparse environment into a thriving ecosystem. Among the most recently discovered is a bizarre predator closely related to crustaceans called Dulcibella comanchica. This newly unveiled hunter has adapted claws and appendages so specialized they seem designed to navigate the crushing pressure and limited space of the trenches. Its discovery hints at many more secrets hidden beneath layers of oceanic sediment and constant darkness. Each new species shines a light on just how inventive evolution becomes when given millions of years in such a forbidding place. These creatures challenge our surface-bound assumptions about what life needs and how far it can push the envelope to survive. Yet, the hadal zone's greatest marvel may not be a single creature, but the whole interconnected community that thrives in such solitude. The way these species have evolved together, turning hostile conditions into opportunities, suggests an ancient and delicate balance, one almost imperceptible to humans. Here, cooperation and survival form an eerie ballet, choreographed in the silence and shadows of the deep. The mystery deepens when considering the longevity and life cycles of these species. Some have evolved to live only short, intense lives adapted to frequent seismic disturbances, a far cry from the slow, steady pace we imagine in the abyss. As you ponder the strange, haunting world of the hadal snailfish and their fellow lordly species, you might ask, what secrets remain hidden in this inky void? What other life forms lurk in the abyss, waiting to be discovered and to rewrite our understanding of life under pressure? These creatures aren't just relics of evolutionary history. They are vibrant, thriving organisms adapting in real time to one of the planet's harshest frontiers. Their story is a potent mixture of survival, mystery, and a touch of darkness, illustrating that even in our planet's most alien places, life finds astonishing ways to endure and astonish. Imagine a creature drifting silently through the darkest depths of the ocean, its form ghostly and ethereal, barely distinguishable from the black water around it. This is the ghost shark, an enigmatic inhabitant of the deep sea, cloaked in mystery and veneer of horror. Despite their spooky nickname, ghost sharks are not true sharks but distant relatives, scientifically known as chimeras. Their lineage dates back hundreds of millions of years, making them living relics from a primordial age predating even modern sharks. Their bodies are adorned with large, wing-like fins and elongated, slender snouts that help them navigate the crushing pressure and haunting stillness of their realm. The unique morphology of ghost sharks seems almost otherworldly. They have large reflective eyes that snorkel in the minimal light of the deep, one gill on each side, and a venomous spine guarding their dorsal fin. These ghostly features not only serve survival but also evoke a deep sense of unease, as if the ocean's abyss has given birth to a creature straight out of a nightmare. What makes the ghost shark's adaptations so fascinating is how they illustrate evolution's mastery in the abyss. Their skeletons are made of flexible cartilage rather than bone, offering resilience under immense pressure. Their large pectoral and pelvic fins allow them to swim gracefully with minimal energy, a necessity in a world where food is scarce and each move must count. Equipped with a lateral line system, a network of sensory cells stitched along their bodies, they detect vibrations and movements in the water, revealing the faintest whispers of potential prey or predator. And to complement their sensory prowess, ghost sharks possess a highly sensitive snout used to detect electric fields, overturning hidden prey buried in the silty floors of the deep. They swim cautiously along the ocean bed, hunting crabs, mollusks, and sea urchins, and they are equipped with remarkable teeth, rodent-like plates that grow continuously, perfect for crushing shells and bones. But the ghost shark's eerie calmness is deceiving. Lurking on its back is a venomous spine, a deadly weapon to deter would-be attackers from above. This sharp spine, preceding their dorsal fin, is a stark reminder of the constant dangers posed even in this remote abyss. Like a medieval knight outfitted for battle, the ghost shark remains prepared in a hostile environment where every shadow might conceal a threat. Their defensive adaptation underscores the brutal reality of the deep ocean floor, where survival requires both cunning and armament. As if in a ghost story, this spine adds a chilling twist, blending beauty and menace as they glide through the abyss. Ghost sharks have genetic traits that seem to defy the pace of evolution. Recent studies reveal they have the slowest evolving genome of all known vertebrates, preserving ancient characteristics that appear archaic yet perfectly suited to their niche. Their evolutionary stasis paints a picture of a species that has reached peak adaptation for the deep sea, unchanged and almost frozen in time. This slow genetic drift may explain their bizarre features, such as possessing true nostrils, a fleshy operculum covering their gills, and 3 pairs of permanent rodent-like teeth. Each trait captures a patchwork of ancient marine life, blending ancestral survival tools with startling modern-day efficiency. The ghost shark's eyes are another source of intrigue and mild horror. Large and backed by a reflective tissue akin to a cat's eye, these eyes maximize any faint glow in the dark, piercing the ocean's eternal night. This reflective layer, called the tapetum lucidum, enhances their ability to navigate a world without light. To the observer, their eyes seem to glow with a spectral light, adding to their ghostly reputation. These giant eyes are vital, for the deep sea's blackness often conceals dangers and opportunities alike, and the ghost shark's vision is an adaptation for survival rather than luxury. It's like having night vision goggles built into your biology, perfect for a world where every flicker counts. Despite their ominous reputation, ghost sharks are delicate beings of the deep. Their smooth, scaleless skin and soft bodies contrast starkly with their lethal spine and haunting visage. They usually swim slowly and cautiously, conserving energy in an environment where meals can be few and far between. Their diet mainly consists of the small bottom dwellers, crustaceans, mollusks, and worms, but when chance allows, they may scavenge on dead animals, making them both hunters and recyclers in their ecosystem. This dual role highlights their importance in maintaining the delicate balance on the ocean floor, where the cycle of life and death is often silent but relentless. From a scientific perspective, ghost sharks represent a living window into the deep ocean's evolutionary past and present. Their ancient lineage and bizarre, almost alien appearance speak not just to the mysteries of unexplored ocean depths, but to how life can adapt in extraordinary ways. Each discovery about their morphology and behavior challenges our understanding of evolutionary possibilities and survival under the harshest conditions. It's like stumbling upon a science fiction thriller brought to life by nature, combining the eerie with the elegant. They remind us that beneath the waves lies an alien realm shaped by pressures and darkness that turn life into something remarkable and strange. So when you next think of the ocean's shadows, picture the ghost shark, a creature as mysterious as the abyss it inhabits, a blend of ancient history and spectral beauty. It reminds us that the ocean floors are not empty voids but haunted kingdoms with their own lords, rulers shaped by mysteries we've only begun to unravel. These silent hunters glide through a realm where the boundary between life and nightmare blurs, whispering secrets from the depths and inviting us to listen to their eerie tale of survival and adaptation. Have you ever wondered how the ocean's most secretive creatures continue the relentless process of evolution deep beneath the waves? In the crushing, freezing darkness of the Hadal Zone, life is not merely surviving, it's innovating in ways that challenge our understanding of biology. This is not a world frozen in time, but a hotbed of evolutionary marvels, where creatures like the elusive Hadal snailfish and newly discovered crustaceans are rewriting the rules of survival. The geology here is dynamic. The tectonic plates grind and shift, volcanic vents sporadically erupt, and earthquakes ripple through these trenches. This restless landscape spurs rapid biological adaptation, creating new niches and evolutionary pathways. It's a cold and hostile crucible for life, yet it buzzes with evolutionary energy, a paradox that beckons scientists and dreamers alike. Consider the Hadal snailfish. A master of adaptation, these ghostly fish not only tolerate pressures that would crush most life forms but have evolved unique genetic modifications to thrive here. Recent genetic studies reveal that Hadal snailfish lost many genes related to color vision, reflecting the permanent darkness they inhabit. Instead, they have bolstered their ability to sense sound and vibrations, relying on heightened auditory genes to navigate and hunt in the abyss. What's more, some metabolic genes have mutated or become inactive in these fish, slowing their metabolism to conserve precious energy when food is scarce. Their skulls remain incompletely ossified, oddly shaped and flexible, to equalize pressure and avoid debilitating injury. These are just a few remarkable adaptations among many, representing a finely tailored evolutionary response to extreme stress. It's not just the snailfish evolving here. Entire communities, from amphipods to polychaete worms to crustaceans like the recently discovered Dulcibella comanchica, show remarkable convergent adaptations. These range from biochemical tweaks that reinforce cellular membranes against pressure, to symbiotic relationships with microorganisms that help break down scarce nutrients. This confluence of adaptations across species hints at a deeply interconnected evolutionary web that thrives in isolation. Have you ever thought about life independently inventing the same survival tools over and over across unrelated species? That's evolution's artistry in the Hadal zone. Convergent strategies transcending the boundaries of life's branches. There's an eerie parallel between the geological and biological worlds here. The ever-shifting landscape triggers bursts of evolutionary change. Frequent seismic and volcanic events disrupt existing communities, opening pockets for new species to emerge and rapidly adapt. Some Hadal fish even show genetic signs of relatively short lifespans, potentially linked to adapting to these high-disturbance environments, living fast in an unforgiving world. This violent, uneasy balance is akin to a biological clock ticking to the rhythm of the Earth's tectonic heartbeat, shaping ecosystems in a sinister dance between destruction and creation. But what about energy? In a place where sunlight is an alien concept and organic matter slowly trickles down from the ocean's upper layers, life here has developed astonishing ways to maximize energy intake and minimize expenditure. The food web pivots around marine snow, millions of organic particles drifting down from the surface, concentrated by the peculiar shape of trenches acting as natural funnels. During tectonic convulsions, sudden surges of nutrients flow down like ghostly avalanches, igniting bursts of activity among bottom dwellers. In response, Hadal lords like the snailfish and giant amphipods have evolved specialized feeding strategies, such as suction feeding and scavenging, to exploit these fleeting feasts. Each meal is a precious event in a stark world where waste is a luxury no creature can afford. Evolutionary innovations extend to biochemical adaptations too. Deep-sea inhabitants produce compounds like trimethylamine N-oxide, TMAO, stabilizing their proteins and enzymes under crushing pressure, a sort of molecular armor. Yet, fascinatingly, some Hadal fishes challenge older assumptions about TMAO concentration, indicating that life's ingenuity here surpasses simplistic biochemical models. Researchers have also identified unique genetic mutations, such as changes in the RTF1 gene, that enhance gene transcription under extreme conditions, ensuring key survival functions continue without faltering. It's these deep genetic changes that underlie visible adaptations, weaving the complex tapestry of Hadal evolution with thread after thread of microscopic change. The evolutionary theater of the Hadal zone is still only partially illuminated by science's dim lights. Many species discovered recently, like Dulcibella comanchica, have astonishing physical features and behaviors that seem almost alien, vividly illustrating the power of evolution to forge life in unimaginable ways. These creatures broaden our perception of biodiversity, showcasing how life persists creatively beyond our surface-bound experiences. They challenge us to rethink evolutionary timelines and question how deep-sea ecosystems might change as Earth's climate shifts. What new adaptations might arise in response to human impacts and global change? The evolution of Hadal life is a tale still in mid-script, full of mystery and latent revelations. So, when we talk about the lords of the ocean floor, the masters of the Hadal trenches, understanding their unique evolution is key to grasping their reign. These creatures and their ecosystems are dynamic, not relics, responding, adapting, and thriving against immense odds. Their survival story is one of resilience, biological ingenuity, and a profound testament to the power of life to evolve under conditions that verge on the alien. As we continue to explore and decode this deep realm, we glimpse not only the future of oceanic life, but also the boundless potential of evolution itself beneath the crushing depths. The Hadal Zone is one of Earth's last great frontiers, a deep and dark kingdom shaped by crushing pressure, near-freezing temperatures, and perpetual blackness. What if I told you that this forbidding environment is home to some of the most fascinating evolutionary experiments life has ever undertaken? These mysterious regions offer a stunning paradox. They are brutally hostile, yet teem with creatures that not only survive but evolve rapidly in response to their shifting landscape. Far from being static relics of the past, the Hadal Trench ecosystems form dynamic, complex communities, continuously shaped by geology, energy flows, and evolutionary pressures. This chapter of our journey delves into how these ecosystems operate on the razor's edge between extinction and innovation, revealing the secret lives of creatures adapting to the very edge of possibility. Imagine living in a world reshaped constantly by seismic upheavals and volcanic outbursts. The Hadal Trenches are like underground laboratories where time moves differently, periods of destruction and chaos punctuated by bursts of prosperity and new opportunities. Creatures here, such as the Hadal snailfish and elusive crustaceans like Dulcibella comanchica, have evolved unique genetic traits to thrive despite, or because of, these disturbances. Their genomes tell a story of resilience and rapid adaptation, shaped by millions of years of selective pressures. This is evolution working at its fastest pace, triggered by the relentless forces sculpting the ocean's deepest valleys. These aren't just survivors but innovators, rewriting the rules for life in one of the most challenging habitats known to science. These trench dwellers exemplify convergent evolution, a phenomenon where unrelated species independently develop similar traits to solve shared problems. Whether it's specialized proteins that protect their cells from intense pressure or metabolic adjustments allowing them to conserve energy, Hadal creatures arrive at common solutions in remarkably parallel ways. This convergence transcends species boundaries, highlighting nature's ability to invent repeatedly under extreme stress. Think of this as a universal survival toolkit, fine-tuned over millions of years to operate flawlessly where conditions would crush most earthly life forms. The Hadal Zone becomes a cosmic stage where life rehearses its greatest adaptations, invisible to most eyes but profound in impact. Energy here is precious and scarce, a currency taxed by distance and demand. Without sunlight, photosynthesis is impossible, so these animals rely on marine snow, the slow descent of organic debris from upper ocean layers, and chemosynthesis fueled by volcanic vents. This creates a patchy food web, with boom and bust cycles shaped by geological activity. During rare surges, nutrient influxes light up the trenches like ghostly feasts, sparking bursts of biological activity. The creatures that rule these depths have developed extraordinary feeding strategies to capitalize on these moments, from suction feeding to scavenging. Each bite is vital, a gamble in a precarious ecosystem where energy is life itself and nothing goes to waste. Biochemical innovation is another frontier where deep-sea creatures shine. For instance, compounds like trimethylamine N-oxide, TMAO, stabilize protein structures under extreme pressures, effectively acting as cellular shock absorbers. However, new research challenges older models showing that beyond certain depths, the relationship between TMAO concentration and pressure ceases to hold, suggesting alternative biochemical strategies are at play. Genetic mutations, such as those found in the RTF1 gene which enhances transcription under pressure, offer fresh insights into molecular adaptations. These fine-scale tweaks reveal a layer of evolutionary complexity invisible at first glance but crucial for life's persistence in the abyss. The Hadal ecosystem is not an island but part of an intricate web of life encompassing microbes, worms, crustaceans, fishes, and beyond. Recent explorations have unveiled dense colonies of tube worms and diverse bivalve communities dwelling near hydrothermal vents, organisms thriving amid chemical extremes and darkness. These discoveries refute outdated ideas of the deep as a barren wasteland. Instead, they reveal thriving, highly specialized communities working in concert, fine-tuned by evolution to exploit even the tiniest resource. From energetic microorganisms breaking down minerals to complex predators and scavengers, every level plays a vital role in this underwater matrix, holding secrets of coexistence and interdependence. But beyond the science lies a more mysterious reality. The Hadal Zone remains largely unexplored, home to unknown species and strange behaviors that blur the line between biology and mythology. Could these creatures possess cognitive abilities or communication strategies unlike anything we know? The deep sea holds echoes of primordial life, and some speculate it shelters ancient, perhaps intelligent, life forms reflecting evolutionary experiments long extinct on the surface. The tension between what we know and what we imagine fuels the irresistible allure of the trenches, where discovery can mean rewriting biology and challenging our place in the natural order. Looking forward, the Hadal Zone's future is intertwined with global challenges. Climate change, ocean acidification, and human deep-sea exploration threaten to alter these fragile ecosystems irreversibly. Yet, these lords of the ocean floor may also be guardians of ancient biodiversity, reservoirs of genetic pathways holding keys to resilience and adaptation. Their story is still being written, a narrative blending science, mystery, and the unknown. What lessons can humanity learn from these extreme survivors? How will the Hadal Zones respond to our growing footprint and changing planet? These questions remind us of the ocean's vastness and our enduring curiosity to explore this alien world. So, as we contemplate the lords of the ocean floor, those bizarre creatures living on the edge of extinction and evolution, we glimpse a world of astonishing adaptation, resilience, and mystery. The Hadal Zone's dynamic ecology, shaped by relentless geological forces and energetic innovation, reveals life's tenacity at its biological limits. These ancient trenches are not just fossilized pages in Earth's history but vibrant, evolving chapters of life's ongoing saga. As we probe deeper, we confront the enigmatic heart of life on our planet, encountering a realm where survival is a blend of horror and wonder, darkness and light, extinction and creation. Imagine venturing into the deepest, darkest corners of our planet, the Hadal Trenches, where the crushing weight of thousands of meters of water above creates a realm so alien, it seems almost otherworldly. It's here, far beyond our normal reach, that researchers have uncovered a biological treasure trove of unknown species, pushing the boundaries of life as we know it. These discoveries are not merely new names on a list. They reveal ecosystems thriving in the most extreme conditions known, reshaping our understanding of survival, adaptation, and biodiversity. Just recently, expeditions have identified thousands of previously unknown microorganisms, creatures with astounding biochemical tricks allowing life to flourish in perpetual darkness and high pressure, life that seemed impossible until now. What drives such vitality miles beneath the surface, in places untouched by sunlight or human eyes for eons? One striking aspect of these discoveries is the scale and diversity of microbial life, with thousands of prokaryotic species found in sediments collected deep in the Mariana Trench. These tiny life forms metabolize organic compounds that were once thought to be biologically unavailable, recycling carbon in a continuous cycle that might impact not just the trench but global ecosystems. Such biological recycling suggests the Hadal Zone plays a vital role in the Earth's carbon balance, potentially holding clues to mitigating climate change. Beyond microbes, strange and specialized creatures, from ghostly tube worms to white, fuzzy clusters resembling snow mounds, form vibrant communities in an environment previously dismissed as barren. These organisms live alongside methane seeps, thriving on chemical energy rather than sunlight, revealing a dark ecosystem pulsing with life. Among the most astonishing recent finds is a powerful new predator, Dulcibella comanchica, discovered in the Atacama Trench. This crustacean has specialized raptorial appendages perfectly adapted for hunting in extreme depths where food is scarce, representing the first large active predator known from these hadal realms. Its presence confirms that trenches are not just impoverished graveyards but complex ecosystems with intricate food webs and unexpected niches. The Atacama Trench itself, geographically isolated, hosts highly endemic species, emphasizing just how unique and localized these deep-sea communities can be. Each new species discovery acts as a piece of a vast jigsaw puzzle, revealing the intricate tapestry of evolution and adaptation in the deep ocean.